Hello everybody, welcome back to the Infected Shadow Slayer here, and we got a bit of an episode for you. We got some stuff. We're gonna do some building, put some finishing touches on the base, or as many as we can. I'm thinking this is probably gonna be our last episode. The series is really not doing well. It seems like people are kind of sick of the infected, and that's the thing. So I think we're gonna finish building up what we got. I put in some time off screen. I finished one of the clay soil extractors. I got a third one. We have some concrete in our inventory, or not in our inventory, we got it in a box somewhere, I guess. There it is. And that will finish up the garage. Oh my god, goodness. Struggle bus is real this morning, I'm just saying. Just generally, we're going to finish up building what we already have. We have a number of ingots here, maybe even enough for, what do we got? There's elevator bits. Steel ingots, cobalt ingots. Can we do that? Yeah, we got that. I know. We just have that. So we can put the elevator in, and I think we might do that today, just because why not? And missed the door. Oh, man, that boss is clear. We got a couple of other glass down here to put in as well. Like I said, I've been working my way towards having all the steel and stuff that we need to do this. I do want to put the elevator in. So, maybe we do that first. I don't know. How much steel do we have? We got 20, 31. We have 31 steel. Then we're going to need every last bit of it if we were to do this. So, I think we might actually need 45 steel, which we do not have. Lead would be a problem. And so will iron, because of course you need all the stuff, right? We could get two more of these, or one more of each of these, but I don't think that's the play. I don't think we're going to need it. Let's go throw our cement in the thing here. There we go. There's our ATV. Got a little beacon now. Sweet. Oh, I never noticed that before. Look, there's a skull on our ATV. Kind of cool. We got our gas that are in here. I did wind up throwing together the rest of that one water mill because our power ran out and stuff in the freezer died. Speaking of which, check it out. Absolutely no rot in here. Just watch, there'll be a random piece of rot in one box or another. I'm particularly proud of that. That is a whole box of bacon. That's a lot of rations you can make with that. Almost a whole box of meat. I made a trip down to the swamp just to get some meat, and I wound up killing 6 or 7 crocs. Food rot boxes are coming along nicely. Everything, by the way, is powered on at this point. Let's just go up here and power. So it's raining. It's not very sunny. And we are currently getting wind power, 40 of it per panel, and 20 power per solar panel. But that brings our total up to 1100, which is really nice. Power out, 700. Now that goes up to 1140, I think it is, when I turn on all the machines here. And we'll just take these. We'll put that in there. Check our power. Yeah, 780. So we get 700 from the watermills. There is no justifiable reason that this should ever dip below 780 or in power generation, which is perfect. It means we're making exactly as much as we need, even at the worst of times. Because of course at night, if it's a dead night, you'll get 10 power per turbine and none for the solar power. So we have enough power, and even if there was some really weird reason, we got 12,000 battery power, or 10,000 battery power. So there's that. Let's go ahead and grab, we're going to have to make more steel, so no worries about that. Let's grab glass, because it has that, and we'll go ahead and grab some screws. We'll just fill in this glass here. Of course, that means we won't have a shortcut anymore, but that's okay. We need more screws. Let's make some screws, actually. Grab a few copper ingots here, and there we go. That's 40 screws worth. There we go. We're going to need a little bit more steel than that. We need more glass, right? It's always something. Glass bricks. 3 stacks of glass. We won't need that much, but we'll grab that much. And there we go. All right. So now, we got all the glass in. We probably should do. I wonder, how much is a glass door? Glass door. Yeah, that's reasonable. Oh, we don't want that. That is not what I meant to do. There we go. Make sure it opens the right way. Screws. There we go. All finished up. I feel I kind of want to throw. You know what? Let's throw some ceilings up here. Ceilings. glass. Sure, let's throw those up there. Give ourselves a nice... Alright, we're going to need some steel. Look at that, eh? And we're already out of screws. Alright, that should be more than enough. There we go. Oh, we need them. Jeez. You know what? At least we have the glass to spare, right? And you know what? Safety first, as they say. Let's throw in... There we go. Oh. Throw in some railings, just because it looks nice. Where is my cart? There we go. I don't know if we're going to get the elevator finished today, but I don't know. We probably could. It's not a major thing. Oh, need one more log. Oh, on water. Let's just have on that one. Probably, there we go. And, you know what? Let's go ahead and... I'm seeing a couple of these, one on each side. So we would put this furniture other, table D. There we go. And we want a chair. We'll just have that mirrored on this side. Synergy. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. That looks good. Alright, let's get some nails and some planks. Throw that together. Some planks, which we have lots of, because I'm a smart cookie sometimes, and decided to go ahead and get those in order beforehand. Should also probably get some windows up in here. Finish the actual build. Go, boom. And I feel like... Wait, I didn't even know there was actually a use for wood. Do we seriously have to buy that? That's rude. Can't even make a coffee cup, guys. Let's put our steel ingot back. So we have... It's kind of sad, isn't it? Oh, we're so chockered. Oh, look at that. It's nice, right? That's so nice. We'll use those soon enough. And no surprise at all. Go. Don't have quite enough to fire those yet. But... Oh no! Well, that's okay. I've been thinking pretty hard about it, and I think what I want to do is we want a shelf right there. There we go. 6 iron, 40 planks, 20 screws. We got this. Oh no, but we don't have the iron. That's okay. We were gonna make some of that anyway. We would need to make it for the fence, so there's that. We're going to go ahead and throw that in. Now we have enough. Start the kilns going. I don't know if we're going to wind up doing any upgrading. I don't think so. The base looks pretty good as it is. I'm pretty happy with it. Fragments go... We got half of them. 10, 1, 2, 7. Just enough. Perfect enough. And now we just need the iron ingots. 6 of them, specifically. And once we have that, we can put the coal and the stone and whatever here, which will be way easier to get into the crusher, and we can get them off of here. We're going to move the coal here. I actually haven't thought this through. Well, no, because if we take this out, we can put that over there. Yeah, no, it'll be fine. And we take this, and we put it there. Once again, we take this. Oh, yeah, we can. Nice. And so we got 4 stone boxes, and we could have another coal box. I don't really think we need one right now, but we'll see. Hey, I even centered it pretty good. It's not perfectly centered, but maybe it's fine. That won't bother me at all. Let's go see how this looks or feels now that we have these glass panels up here. Yeah, that's pretty nice. So what I'm thinking is take these wind turbines. Go ahead and we put them there. Maybe we put them back here. That might be the play. That'll work. Just duck it. I don't necessarily want them to be all... Oh, hang on though. But I don't want the Vambies throwing rocks up at them, but I don't love that. That's good enough. As long as it doesn't look like they're actively colliding with each other, I'm okay with it. And then put a second row right there. And then we just gotta finish up these ones, which actually shouldn't be too much of an issue. Well, the aluminum might be. What I think the play is we build as many as we can with the aluminum we have. Maybe finish up the last of those solar panels. There we go. And we'll finish these up, and there we go. We got 2 more windmills. I want 3 more windmills. Or 3 windmills total. That one just needs lead. One needs lead, aluminum, and cobalt. So, sorry. 1, 2, 3 rows of that, and a pocket full of iron, which that should be enough. Let's get these last ones all sorted. Oh, we need more aluminum. Okay, no, that's fine. Alright, let's get these couple placed here. There we go. And I just need 8 more aluminum, and that second row of turbines will be done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Let's go ahead and throw the rest of our iron in there, and we have some steel in here as well. There we go. And we have a lead. Oh, I grabbed some steel instead of aluminum. Fair enough. Look at that, we had the perfect amount of aluminum. Very nice. And we'll just line these up here. We're going to be a little more liberal with our spacing here than we have been, just because we can be. Okay, I want this over just a little bit farther. Let's try and get these aligned. I want to have room to get through the solar panels. Perfect. And then we'll just line them up like this. I feel like that's a good spot for it. It should be centered. Nice. And we'll go up. And we'll go on ahead and just grab this one. Nice. Cool. Perfect. Alright. Let's see, what do we need for this? 5 aluminum. 10 aluminum. And we need one more as well. So we need 15 aluminum total for those solar panels. The rest of it we should be okay on. Maybe except iron, but 10 iron. Yeah, we'll be fine. We can make more iron. And it was lead, right? Pretty sure it was lead. No, it was copper and cobalt. Also, only 4 of each. So we can feel free to put these lead bars back. There we go. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Now it's just the 10 aluminum or so. Oh, no. We have the aluminum. We placed that already. There we go. And now for this row, I'm just going to do the inner. There we go. That's a deer, I think. We're going to throw our fishing rod back. Now remember, the barbed wire fence is the important part, right? And at 3 fragments per section, we might have enough to get halfway around at this point. But they have problems hitting the barbed wire, which is why the barbed wire is the important part. Now, the barbed wire fence and whatnot will keep out everything. We've still got a good number of fragments. There we go. 18 iron fragments, in essence, per section of fence. This is a very expensive proposition. Oh, looks like we're out of fragments. Still, that was a lot of fence sections that we got done there. So we got 8 sections of fence in our inventory. Let's go back and... Oh, we're like 5 fragments shy. That's okay though, that means we can start making iron bars to build the fence with. There we go. What do we need for an absolute ton? It's kind of nice to have just a chill day. We're going to need a whole lot of steel. Speaking of, got a good amount of iron ore there. Not nearly enough. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, actually discovered, cobalt out of there, I discovered that we had some ore left over in the truck from a previous expedition. That and those. Oh man, if we get jumped right now, we are so boned. Because ain't no way. By the way, check it out. We have 101 health max. That happened while I was farming resources. I suppose I should show you guys that because we have a lot of food stuff. It's almost time to go and have some. Wouldn't surprise me at all if we got up to 103 or 104 by end of episode. We'd probably make that happen. Anvil, this way, such a long walk. It'll be nice when we have the elevator. We're going to turn all of this into steel. That's not bad at all. Need to get that in. There we go, 22 steel and 3 ores. That's actually pretty legit. Let's stick this in a clay box because I don't think we're going to need it. Okay, straight in the quiver, nice. And we got a couple of cobalt bars. Let's put those away. Sweet. Let's go put our nails and screws away. I don't think we need them right now. Perfect. I don't love that. Let's go have some breakfast. So as you can see, we got plenty of dried meat. We also have small ration packs. We have full ration packs. We got 10 full rations. Yay. Oop, what did we just gain? Was that... Oh, I think we just got sun resistance. Nice. Very good. We're going to go around. We're going to build up some of these barbed wire. We're sitting here doing nothing. Just getting them working for us. And we're out of iron. Still, that's not too shabby. Now, at least if they come for us from this direction, we have something to poke them with. Let's try and get these just a little bit farther out. There we go. Now that we know exactly where the barbed wire is going to be, we can go ahead and move these forward just like that. So they'll poke out, and as they approach the fence, they'll get skewered. But even if they make it to the fence, they're not going to wind up getting very far with that endeavor. There we go. It seems like we need to have the build completed before we can actually put the spikes through the thing. And that's fine. We'll just go and get some more iron. So let's go ahead and chocolate. That is a full bast stone. Just There we go. There we go. So if we can get 45 ores, or 45 steel, we can build the elevator. So one box has 40 slots, 40 tiles. We have 22, plus 5 iron ore. So we do need more iron ore, but we also have 13. That'll give us 40, which is honestly not bad. 6 iron bars, not much to worry. I want to keep those placeholder bars. The placeholder bars don't do anything, it just reminds me of where they are, or where they're supposed to be. I don't want to use those if we can get away with it. I found 2 more goats, both of them female, by the way. So there will be no goat husbandry. That's fine. That's still 3 more milk for us. Like, we have almost a chock-full freezer full of ingredients. We are not in any danger of running out of food, right? The freezer never shuts off, so the food never thaws, so it never goes bad, which is also great. Let's put those back. We'll just park that in there. Let's go ahead and throw 3 more. I think we'll get 2 more sections of barbed wire out of this. Move 2 more sections of these up. Perfect. Yeah, so now we can carry on from here. Right, this wall's all perfectly defended here. Now it's got all the spikes. Mike should be repairing all these, although I think I'm going to... Do we need food? Repair kits? Picking them in. We're going to go ahead. We're going to get... Oh, I don't like that. Alright. As much as I hate to do it, we need the nails because we need Mike to be on duty with the... Let's go ahead and feed the animals. With the 2 extra goats, we actually go through a lot more food. Got a quick top up. There we go. Some iron fragments yet. Why do we have iron fragments? I don't know. Almost got 10 of them now. Right, we need planks. Grab some. Okay, there we go. 40 repair kits. That should be more than enough for Mike to keep on trucking. So let's throw those in there. And that should almost immediately get him started on working those. I thought I found some more repair kits somewhere in one of these boxes. There's 7 more. Okay, beautiful. That's all of them. There, almost 50 repair kits. Where's he at? Yeah, Mike. There shouldn't be too many bits of base that he has to repair, so get all those melons out of there. I really am hoping that the developer will make it so Mike can automatically stack the melon racks. He already does that with watermelon and pumpkin. It shouldn't be too hard to make him do it with melons. So, that one's full. I honestly think they're moving them in here. Oh, excuse me, guys. That did not feel very nice at all. Look at that. It's such a beautiful little balcony. I love that for us. Alright, let's see what we can get. Fragments. I realize we're not going to get a ton of fragments real quick, but every little bit helps, and if we stay on top of it, we have a full 13 bars worth. That's 4 sections of fence. I don't know exactly where we are. You know what? Four sections of fence better than not at all. And let's go and grab our steel fragments. There we go. Nice. Tired. We'll make a quick run to the mine, and then we'll hop into bed, get our energy back, that sort of thing. It's a good day so far. Oh my. That's a lot of ores. Don't need that. Let's go get a bunch of coal, or not coal, lead. Got another iron ore. That's another steel. I am not going to bother with mushrooms. Not because they're particularly heavy. I got 5.5 stacks of mushrooms just while I was getting ore. And while not particularly heavy, it was a little ridiculous. That's more mushrooms than we've used in the entire playthrough. And we now have, I think, almost half a box full of mushrooms, which is a little ridiculous. So, we don't need more. No more mushrooms. I noticed, I wish I had it on camera, but it happened so fast and it only happened twice. But apparently, those scorpions fall from the ceiling. So if you keep your eyes ahead and go slow, you can occasionally see them fall. And that will give you a heads up that they're even there. They don't just pop into existence, they fall from the ceiling, which is kind of cool. But it happens real fast. So if you're not actually paying attention, you can see it happen. They also seem to have particular zones where they favor spawning. So once you figure out those zones within your cave, you could probably predict where they're going to show up or where they should show up. It's not guaranteed. They can literally pop up anywhere, but they do have certain areas where they favor, is what you're trying to predict. Oh, I guess it is almost winter, eh? Winter is coming. There we go. Let's get the hell out of here. We'll make whatever steel we can. It should give us more than enough to do the actual elevator. I don't know if we want to put a thing on the top. I might. I've been thinking, honestly, that I might want to put my house on top of the refinery. Not that damn cold. Where the hell is my food? Okay. And looks like I might have to cut down a couple of logs. You know what? Let's go ahead and we'll go get some sleep. Because that is what we said we were going to do once we got back from the cave. I guess we don't need to necessarily... There we go. Alright. Good on the stats. Enough for us. We're going to go make as much steel as we can. There we go. Let's go ahead and throw one more solar panel. There we go. Now that'll take 5 iron ingots, but that'll be the last of our power too. Because, I mean, look at that. We're getting almost no wind power. Almost. Right? And we aren't getting any solar. We're still getting 920. That'll be more than enough. We don't need one more. Or we shouldn't need one, right? Go ahead and throw those in. We have an awful lot of steel. Let's go. Which is fine. We're going to throw the steel in there. We're going to throw those in there. And then we're actually going to start building some... There we go. Firewood, glass, and sticks. Alright. Let's get... Oh. Okay, we're going to need a little bit more firewood. 3 logs ought to do it, though. 3 more logs. All of these ones are going to get broken down into sticks. Okay. That's all the windows. Let's get these buttoned up with glass. Does that change the temperature? Yeah, kind of. Cool. Yeah, at least Mike's closing doors now. Alright, sweet. That's fine. Oh, those are steel ingots. Never mind. Remember, they have a really hard time for some reason hitting the barbed wire fences. And I think the barbed wire actually does damage to them. So if you're building the fence, building the barbed wire... Oh, right. So if you're building the barbed wire, you want to try and put the spikes where the barbed wire isn't. We should be getting snow here anytime now. I may wind up rearranging these spikes so that the door basically lines up with Cluckles. Don't you tempt me. Oh, we're going to get it now. Open season, Cluckles! Told you! I hear you, Cluckles. I wonder if that chicken was across the way, maybe. Oh, use it on one. This way? Okay, where the hell is this damn chicken? It's taunting me. That is a very stupid thing to do. Over here. In case I haven't mentioned it, I actually don't have directional audio, which is to say I don't have a surround sound system and I don't use a headset. Headsets are very uncomfortable for me. So this thing might very well be right behind me, but I couldn't, from the audio, I couldn't tell. I wouldn't be able to tell. I use speakers, not headphones. We're wasting time. What do we need for the elevator? They changed the recipe this season, so I don't know exactly what it takes. We want builders. So we want 15 steel ingots, electrical, mechanical, and screws. So, alright. Grab all of these. We're going to need them. We'll grab all of these. Stack of those and those. That's not bad. Oh, we're going to need those. We're going to take these. We're going to move them downstairs, because this is what we're going to use to build, and then we can move those later. There we go. Throw some glass bricks, and then we'll have... So we need 2 more steel ingots, or steel fragments. There we go. 17. That's going to be 20, 30, 7 goes. 15, 10, 15, 30. We're going to need at least 45 steel ingots. 6. We're going to go ahead, throw ore, lead, ore in that one. Cobalt, tank. And that out of here. Hey, take it all out. So, screws, cobalt, and steel. Going to need 30 cobalt. No, 30 cobalt, 45 steel. You'll need 3 whole stacks of screws. That's 15 copper bars. My god. Alright, well, we have the electrical, we have the mechanical, and there's a bruise. Oh right, we need to actually turn those on. That would probably help immensely. And that'll be the rest of our steel bars for the project. So if we have all the cobalt we need, and all the steel we need, I think that's actually all we need to get done for the elevator. Which way do I want this to face? I'm almost thinking I might want to face it this way, towards the hallway. I don't remember, I think you can actually go straight through the elevator. You can walk through it from one side to the other. Unless you put glass walls there, which I did in one of my playthroughs. Alright, that is everything we need. Oh my pretty kitten. I'll move that one. Alright. And we're going to delete that. So that won't do us any good either. We goofed, guys. We don't even have that tech yet. Oh no. Well, now I feel like an idiot. That's right, I think I pretty much wrote that off. For Pete's sake, why? We don't own clothing anymore. Well, not as big a goof as it might have been otherwise. Still, not my shining moment. And here I am thinking that we need all this steel for the elevator that we already wrote off. Well, that was a little silly. Well, if that's the case... Well, it's not the worst thing that we could have done, because all that means is we don't need to use all that ore for an elevator anymore. Strictly speaking, we're pretty much finished building then, because I think that was really the only thing that we had left to do. I don't know about those copper bars, but I legitimately believe this is the most lead I've ever had in one playthrough. That was melted into bars. I don't even remember if we filled that quota last season. Cobalt, aluminum, iron, and copper. So we don't have endless ore at the end of this run, but we do have a decent stockpile. We have almost 30 steel in the bank. We do have more than 30 steel. We probably got almost 40 cobalt. It's not that bad. We have decent stores. And it's not like we can't get more either. That's right, we never did grab these. Let's see how many steel we actually have. 49. We got a ton of screws. I think we've pretty much hit the pinnacle of what we can achieve this playthrough. That's 10 iron bars. So we'll finish the fence, and or at least we'll try and finish the fence. We are getting to the end of our time, so there's that. I can't be sure, but I think we don't have mist coming in here anymore. That'd be nice. Go up. We'll throw 5 bars on the solar panel. There we go. We'll finish this clay mixer, or clay extractor. Alright, and now the only thing we have to worry about is the damn fence. Ropes and logs. Alright, I think for today, that's going to be all we can get done. We're going to go back, restock our cart. We'll drop this out here, because there is going to be more spikes to build. So it looks like we're going to wind up doing one more episode where we finish up the base. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to collect a ton of iron fragments so that we can melt them for iron when we come back. But it's looking good. It looks great. Our base is real good. I might, and I'm not going to make any promises, but I might try and farm up the 1,000 gold, or 1,000 coins for the elevator. Because I don't think there was anything else that we wanted, other than just the elevator. And just so that we're being thorough, let's have a look at our power situation. 1,500 in, 700 out. 800 power available. We have 10 solar panels, 11 wind turbines. That means that at bare minimum, our wind turbines will be pushing out 110 power at all times. Right? And during the day, our solar panels will be pushing out a minimum of 200. So, when you factor all that together, that is almost a full water wheel, full of power at all times. And at night, you're only missing about 200 of that. But you're still doing over 200. Or you're still doing over 800, sorry, by a significant amount. So, unless we're complete idiots and way overtax our power system, we should be fine. At night, you usually have higher winds anyway, so it's all good. I don't know if wind turbines can push out 40 per turbine, but the fact that they always push out 10 is kind of nice. So we'll do one more episode next week on Monday and next week on Tuesday. Sorry. And that will probably be the series finale. So I hope you enjoy that. We'll try and go and get some of those furniture recipes too. At $50, they're not too bad. I do want to put the cup on the table, wanting to. So nice, isn't it? Alright, that's going to do it for us today. Y'all take care. We'll see you in the next video, the finale. And don't let the Bambies bite. We're good boys. We saved it.